everyone, again welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Happy Boys Global. Yes, we have a new name. Woo, 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 woo. In the coming days, definitely you'll get to know. Actually, if you read the link description, you get to know the change of name and what this YouTube is channel is about. I am so excited for the number of people that have subscribed, liked my comment, shared their thoughts on my comment section, and many more. We are starting off the new year with wholesome mindset, right? Because we are here to achieve. I want you to achieve just as I want me to achieve, and most times achieving comes from here. Like you have to start achieving here to achieve outward. It's like an internal to external flow. Whoa. Let's talk about how to build a holistic lifestyle in 2025. In all honesty, some certain things are not going to change. They're just going to be fast-tracked. What I mean by that is the work-life ethics. There's a tendency that work is going to be even more faster, more demanding with new tools, AI, and all of those things. And statistics is showing that the tendency for people to lose their jobs are high, and the demand of life, cost of living, they are actually rising by the day. But we can solve these things by first finding out how to deal with ourselves. Getting better is first having a holistic lifestyle that is healthier or healthy. In that way, you are able to navigate the other things. So here I am, I'm going to share 5 tips to help us in 2025. Now, these rituals are very simple, very cheap. Like you can just literally have them on the go. But it's what makes them most viable and important is that you are conscious of doing them. And these are tips I use every day. So I am not gatekeeping. I'm literally sharing with you my everyday life, day-to-day stuff. Okay? So first and foremost, it's a new year. How about we start with this? Dream big. Dream big, but take paced steps. I am someone who is very, very ambitious, and most times I know the frustration of having plans, of having these grand plans and trying to achieve them, and at the end of the day you're not able to achieve them and you're feeling frustrated about it. Like, trust me, I understand that frustration. But I've also come to realize that just because you're a dreamer and you have these big dreams also means that you have to learn to take steps that are measurable, smart, steps that are smart in nature, that are measurable. You can actually account for them. You can look at them and say, okay, I have done this, I've done that. You can track them. When you do these things, it helps you to actually go or aim towards, like you're aiming towards, aiming towards the goal. In my last video on YouTube, when I was doing my Christmas vlog, I had talked about how you should create your vision board, not based on time, but based on seasons. I'll link the video here for you to see, and I believe that will really help you as you plan your dreams. But generally, what I was saying in the video was that we should not define our lives based on time, but based on seasons, and that if you can understand the current season of your life, you'll be able to help you know what you need to put into your vision board. And then, of course, pace yourself by planning out the steps. It means sometimes starting, for example, if you want to more healthier, how about you start with, if you're not great at walking and running like me, how about you take walks instead? That is a great step. How about if you feel like a gym will help you, how about you find an accountability buddy? How about you do a number of days, not 3 times, not 10 times a day, and then you'll stop? How about you actually learn to do jumping jacks in your room for 5 minutes? Those kind of pace steps, and then learning to keep them continuously going is what will really help you to achieve. Now, another thing I really want to say also is you have to learn to give yourself a big hug, like literally. Now, when you do that, you're helping yourself to develop happy hormones. It's a way of affirming yourself, to tell yourself, job well done. Now, stress is everywhere. Most people are going back to work now and everybody's tensed about it. It's like, oh my God, we're here again. Work life, how do we do this? But you have to learn to give yourself a hug, because generally, like I said, it helps with affirmation. It helps with showing yourself that you love yourself. Most times we're waiting for people to show us that they love us, but we forget to also do that to ourselves. So when you're hugging yourself, Tell yourself, I'm doing well. Well done. This is great. One crazy thing I do is every time I have a task, I'm always talking to myself. I'm like, oh, Habiba, well done. This is good. Oh, you have cleared the table. Wow, that's so lovely. How about, oh, you've also done this. And I'm like, oh, okay. So right now I am going to pick a bottle of water and I'm going to drink it. Oh, that's so good. You are giving yourself some healthy lifestyle, something. Those things just help. Like when I'm done with a task, I'm always rewarding myself by saying to myself, well done. And also I would say to you that you should learn how to see problems from a different perspective. How does that work? Instead of saying, why all this, also ask the question, what can I learn from here? So this happened to me recently. Personally, I used to have a fear of being called out, and I remember how it would make me feel so anxious and tense, and I wouldn't do anything. But I realized that instead of me feeling terrible that I've been called out, I could actually ask myself, okay, what is the mistake I need to correct? What needs to be fixed? What needs to be heard? What needs to be sorted? And by just changing that mindset, realize that, oh, okay, it wasn't that bad. Probably it was just an error that needs to be fixed, or something simple that needs to be fixed. Or okay, I'm not that bad, right? But again, the third thing I would say is, what about if the problem turns out to be you? Like most times we're always calling out other people. Oh, I have a toxic boss. My workspace is stressful. Oh, this is that. What about if it's you that can't just figure things out? I want you to first realize that it is the work and then there is you. So do not take whatever feedback or reaction you are getting and put it on your personality. It's on the work you've done. So that automatically means just because you did not read through a document and you didn't see a mistake, doesn't mean that you are not you don't know how to do your job well, or that your life is a mess. It just means that you didn't see that mistake, right? And it can be corrected by you paying more attention to details. And when you've paid more attention to details, guess what? It's not you, right? You've solved the problem and you can move on. So learn to ask, what can be done here? What do I need to learn from this? And if it turns out that I am the problem, okay, how do I solve this? It's not a definition of me, it is a problem that needs to be solved, and it can always be corrected. I mean, mindsets can always be adjusted, and that's the beauty of life. And finally, I'm going to say, reward yourself. Rewarding yourself is an act of affirming to yourself again that you have done well. We really need to learn to love ourselves. Most times we are the most judgiest of all people when it comes to ourselves, and that's because we're used to seeing our quirks and all our excesses, and then we just feel, oh no, we're not good enough. But we have to learn to celebrate ourselves by doing things that make us happy. Also, it's because most times we have so much responsibilities and bills to pay, so when the salary comes in, your income comes in, it always feels like, oh well, it's going into something, so you're not really feeling excited or looking forward to work. But when you reward yourself by doing the littlest things for yourself, you create a desire to get back to work, because you're like, oh my god, doing this, look at what I could do for myself, hence I want to go back. And rewarding yourself can come in different levels. It can be as small as buying yourself a cup of coffee, a lip gloss, a lipstick, a new jotter, a new planner, even as big as a trip or a spa date, whatever you can afford. Just learn to create the habit of doing something kind for yourself, depending on how often you can. If it's going to be weekly, if it's going to be monthly, or 2 months and 2 months, whatever way, always learn to do something kind for yourself. A bonus will be to be kind, and to be kind comes in various ways. Aside hugging yourself, aside speaking kindly to yourself, there's also streaming in the conversations you're having, the kind of connections you're having, people you're talking to, people that talk to you, what are they saying to you? you show yourself that you are kind to yourself by being aware, by putting yourself in healthy environments that generally focus on your well-being. And let's talk about community. Please, you can go back to this video which I spoke about community, and you will get to know how to actually choose your friends and your community, why you need a community. So being kind to yourself is not just in words but also in action, and the people that are around you, the things you're doing, the kind of food you're eating. If you realize that you're actually eating unhealthy food because you love it, it means you're not kind to yourself. You can also begin to see that eating the proper diet is also a way to be kind to yourself. I hope these helped, and if they did, let me know which resonated with you and which you would consciously put into your routine as you develop your new wellness routine for the year. And also, I have a freebies for you, so follow the link in the description below, where you'll find my free checklist for a healthy wellness lifestyle. They're simple, they're easy, they're straightforward. All you need to do is simply have them as a screenshot or some place where you can read through and give yourself a prep and know how to use some of the things we've talked about. Finally, and I wish you best of luck. See you soon.